So first step for these complex problems, you need to get one fraction in the numerator, one fraction in the denominator, and factor both first. So in green here, I said if I'm adding and subtracting, since I'm subtracting, I need common denominator, so we multiply the right side by x minus 3, because that's missing, and the left side by x plus 2. Remember to do it on the top and bottom. So if you follow down to where it says numerator, this is our numerator. Remember, you can't cross off yet because you have a minus in between terms, excluding the parentheses. So we leave our bottom factored as our LCD. With our LCD on top, we need to distribute and combine like terms. So we have 4x plus 8 minus 2x plus 6. And that, when we combine like terms, equals 2x plus 14. We can factor out a 2 and we get 2 times x plus 7. So our numerator is done. So then we need to simplify the denominator and factor. And if we look at the top, we have 8, which we could write as either 8 or 2 times 2 times 2, product. And the denominator combo that multiplies to 8 that adds to 6 is 4 and 2. So we have the quantity x plus 4, x plus 2, and I'm going to write the denominator right here. So then this is the numerator, right? And this is the denominator. Notice we kind of skipped a step and changed division to multiplication, and we flipped the fraction on the right. That's why the denominator came up to the numerator and the numerator went down to the denominator. So when we put everything on top and we look at everything on bottom, we see what we can cancel out. So we extend the line, x plus 2 cancels, and that's it. So on top, we're left with x plus 7, x plus 4, and 2. On the bottom, we're left with 8 times x minus 3. If you put your fingers over all the parentheses, we're allowed to see what cancels out between 2 and 8. We can divide them both by 2, so we're left with 1 over 4. You could put the 1 up here, but you don't need to. So this is our final answer. So if you look at green again, we're looking at the numerator. We need to get one fraction. So over here, I rewrote it. Don't forget to put the 2 over 1, right? And we need the denominators to be the same, so I multiplied the right fraction by x minus 4. James. Okay, so the denominators now both are x minus 4. We only had to distribute on the right side, so we multiply 2 times x to x. 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. So then this is what we have all on top. And when we simplify that, we have 2x minus 2. We can factor out a 2. And so that's what we wrote right here. And then the denominator was x minus 4. Nothing cancels. Remember, we can't touch this 4 and 2 because the 4 is in parentheses. Okay, so now we have to work on getting one fraction in the denominator. So remember, put the 2 over a 1 right here. And then on the right side, we have x minus 4. So the left side, we need x minus 4. So we multiply the top and bottom by x minus 4. And then if we come up here, we have that denominator is the same, x minus 4. Left, we have to distribute that 2 to the x minus 4. And we end up with, on top here, we have 2x minus 8 minus 4 all over x minus 4. We need to combine like terms. So we have 2x minus 12. We can factor out a 2. So 2 times x minus 6 over x minus 4. And that's the final answer for the denominator. And then in the final step, we take our numerator. And remember, we skipped a step. So we changed division to multiplication, and we flipped this fraction, the denominator, which would have been on the right. So the x minus 4 came to the top, and the numerator came to the bottom. And we can cancel out, once we extend that line, the x minus 4 on top and bottom. And then we can cancel out the 2. So we're left with x minus 1 on top, x minus 6 on bottom. Remember, you can't cancel out the x's because they're inside parentheses.